Yo, what's going on, guys? Top of the evening. Here we are. We've made it through one day of our dreaded weekends, our dang dreaded weekends. We are 1 hour from Sunday morning. As the time I'm shooting this video, it's a little bit late. I'm popping on here. I took myself a small cat nap earlier, and here we are. You guys, I know you loved it when I popped in on Citadel. I know we love seeing that. They have, just like the stocks, just like our beloved meme stocks, they have seemed to have manipulated the little live look-in we used to do when we popped it up on Google. So the best we can do, this was probably taken a couple hours ago. I've seen it floating around, probably 8, 9 o'clock at night in beautiful Chicago, Illinois. But this is your Citadel building here on the left. A fine person took a picture of that there. So Saturday night at Citadel, looking a little busy over there, folks. There's some nice, lovely folks down here having a little bite to eat, probably, I would assume. But there's your check-in on Citadel. That's all we got. You guys, let's touch on a few things here this evening since we don't have much going on. I've had a lot of emails, even comments in the posts on when to sell. And a lot of people, I've looked into, me personally, I started in probably February, March, on trying to figure out how to time this, how to play this out. As we go along, March, April, May, June, all the info, the numbers, all the DD, in my opinion, remember, this is my opinion, not financial advice. I never say that because I'm never talking anything financial advice-wise. I'm going to show you guys what I think at the end of the video here on how this thing plays out, okay? So let's just, excuse me, my God, I almost choked to death. Let's touch on just a couple of things this evening. This was a beautiful one. I will pop this in there. This was over on the Reddit-mobile. I've seen it floating around. I believe I've seen this tweeted out too. Your non-PFOF and your PFOF brokers. I know most people know this, but I will pop this in here. Everything looks good on here as far as what I know to be. Fidelity, Vanguard, JP Morgan Chase, Merrill Lynch are all good. Robinhood, do we need to say anything more? Webull is actually, their numbers and all that stuff is actually worse than Robinhood's. Remember, we've had that whole damn Webull discussion a couple of weeks ago. I did, on getting all my crap out of there. Ameritrade, Charles Schwab does have PFOF. E-Trade, Public, and then down here, Ally, whatever the hell Works that is, and Interactive Brokers. So pop that in there, just, if you guys need to take a peek, in case you did not know. Hopefully everyone is out of Robinhood and Webull. That's all I would really care about. I mean, the other ones obviously too, but oh, this real quick. I thought I was going to something else real quick. We'll touch on that next. Studios still need movie theater, and they're making the deals to prove it. To all the FUD, BS, nonsense that we hear the mainstream media talk about is how streaming is taking over, movie theaters are dead, blah, blah, blah. Scarlett Johansson proved it. And then also, too, was it Warner Brothers? Yeah. Remember, AA announced it during the earnings that we will have a 45-day window. During an earnings call this week, AMC boss Adam Aron formally announced that the company had reached agreement with Warner Brothers to release the film's 45 days in the theaters upon opening. That will begin in 2022. But this is just a little article touching on Cinemark, Cineworld, and AMC making deals to get movies in the theater. So all of you dodo birds out there, all of you big dum-dums, the media, we know the theaters are not dead. They will never be dead. There's nothing like going to a movie theater. That's why a lot of us are in the stock, to not kill our beloved movie theaters, right? Excuse me again. Gosh, I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. This got me thinking. I watched this earlier. This is a quick little shout out to, I'm not going to say his name. If you can see it right there. It's not appropriate for YouTube, I would assume. On the old Wall Street Bets Elite page, shout out to this gentleman here, or lady, maybe. You never know. You never know. Putting this little clip together. She might have put 2 phases of this in. Let's take a listen to this real quick. But this got me pissed off, and I want to touch on something right after this.
I think it cuts to the heart. It's one of the most important stories in the world, what I call, the verticals of work of the populist movement. And it blew up a hedge fund today in London, and more to come. More to come as they buy and hold and do not retreat. This group of basically deplorables, or the little guy, or the common man, whatever you want to say, is relentless, and they're marching to the heart of the incompetence and corruption that is the rigged casino that is Wall Street. Here's the issue. Remember, the deplorables are the common mans on both sides of the trade. You have the ape army that is just a collection of several million of people throwing in money and buying and holding these traditional companies, okay? And the stock price goes up because they refuse to sell. The shorts that are the naked shorts, all that money they're managing is essentially pension fund money. And what they're doing is they're using, and they're doing this naked shorts and using leverage to really not just destroy the companies, but to speculate. This is not, hedging is a natural part of Wall Street, to hedge certain long positions. This is not that. This is where you're in high speculation to basically make a profit on destroying companies and leaking information. Here's where the rigged game is. Last summer, Steve Cortez, who's the great guy over at Newsmax and a trader for 30 years, he saw these meme stocks, and last year, he does thousands of trades a year. He tried to buy GameStop, right? First time in his life, not margin, but in an online account, he had cash money in. First time in 30 years on Wall Street, he couldn't buy the stock. They were protecting the hedge funds against the stock going up. So you couldn't, and this is a big controversy, Robin, you couldn't execute the buy, which is on Wall Street. Sometimes you can't sell because of restrictions, but hey, anybody, you want a stock, boom, you got cash, not leverage, boom, you can buy it. This is how the casino is rigged. And this is why it's a rigged casino. The casino's rigged, and their friends make all the profits. There's a thing called Archegos that was this family office, the new scam. This family office imploded a couple weeks ago, making all these trades, got him Wong. But it was the banks. There's $20 billion of losses by Morgan Stanley, by UBS, by Nomura Securities, billions and billions of dollars, okay? Of all pension fund, that's all the deplorables money is wiped out. Reason, the latest scam they have, the hedge funds are virtually unregulated. The family offices are unregulated. There's zero regulation. This is all the super wealthy. We've created what the revolution in 1776 was against, was a landed aristocracy in the United Kingdom, in England. We have created a global aristocracy that's purpose in life is to make sure the little guy never gets off the mat, and they will use any type of information economic warfare to do that.
You know what, that really got me thinking. This shit is so rigged. We know this. I stay pretty cool-headed. You guys that know and you've listened to me, I'm pretty even keel. Okay, I'll go with the flow, but the whole thing that stirred me up is back this stupid thing up to where Robinhood, Webull, whoever the hell else, halted that trading. That is so frickin' rigged right there. Who knows what this could have gone to? Take all of the shenanigans, okay? Most of us have known all of this shit on Wall Street is so one-sided to those guys. It's not even funny. But for them to halt that trading, it just makes my blood absolutely boil. And I don't want to say, obviously we're still pissed at Robinhood and this whole, screw the payment for order flow. That's their business, okay? They want to make money off of that. That's what they started doing years ago. We found out about it and how much money Citadel gets, how much money Robinhood. The whole thing is they halted the goddamn trading. You could not buy the stock. That is so frickin' rigged. It's just, okay, sorry guys. But I mean, that's the one thing out of all of this, that is just, I don't even know what to say about it. And it's right in front of the world. Everybody's seen it. This was 6 months ago, 5 months, whatever the hell months ago it was. Oh my God, that just pisses me off. Okay, next. I'm not mad anymore. Beautiful. This thing's been floating around. I did notice this. Beautiful breakdown here. Here's back in November. Okay, consolidate across our run up February or January. Consolidate across again. Our run up here in June. We all know about that one. Now, are we doing this here again? I like it. Stair stepping, run up, consolidate, run up, consolidate. I tell you what, we hit 205, boy. It's good night, Irene. So I love that. Jesus, this has been floating around too. Okay, here's the bottom tweet. Charles Gasparino. Look at this. Does this look like any other piece of crap that you've seen on YouTube? All of the fake bot posts, oh, God told me to sell at 50. We're all selling at 50. We're selling at 100. All the look at this. Charles Gasparino, okay? I tell you what, you apes out there, you will pick apart anything. Look at this. This guy blasted this out this morning. These guys found out about it. Whoever did the detective, Detective Joe Kinda, I like to call him because I love Joe Kinda. If you're not familiar with Joe Kinda, Google it, watch some of his shows. You savages find everything. You can't get shit past anyone out there. So long story short, sources of mine just happened to be taking in a movie at AMC Theater in New York City, and no, was not early. And the apes accuse others of manipulating stocks. Shakes my head. Look at the timestamp. 7:26 a.m. Fuddaroo. Fuddaroo. Surprised somebody didn't do a reverse Google search on this picture. So yeah, dude, you're not slipping nothing past this. And then here, I absolutely love the movies, but I would never go to a showing at 7:30 a.m. You are reaching, dude. Reaching to create FUD. Why do you care so much about AMC? Good job, dudes. Beautiful. Outstanding. You guys, look at this. I mean, we always touch in on the 13Fs and all that, but look at the Q3 down here. This will bring you back to 2018, okay? AMC, just the visualization of this. Okay, we know. 2021, Q1, 50 million bought, 230K sold. Q2, 339 million, 12 million sold. Q frickin' 3, 2.14 billion bought, 143 million sold. Just look at that. That looks wicked. Outstanding. Okay, let's hop over to this old whiteboard here, see if I can figure this thing out. So, obviously, we're going to look... Oh, whoa. Oh, that's right. This thing wigs out. So let's just say... I'm not even going to be able to do this with this turd. Let me just draw this. Obviously, we're going to have downs, ups, downs, up, downs, up. I don't know why this thing blacks out, you guys, so I'm going to have to do this half-ass. So down, up, down, up. You are going to see halts like we've never seen. We've seen halts. Some of you guys have been around for the AMC halts. I have been in smaller stocks where halts all the time. They're going to be wicked crazy. The thing of it is, the price target thing to me is a crazy thing to talk about. Sure, mathematically, can it go to hundreds of thousands of dollars? Sure, absolutely. But I think truly we need to play this thing by ear, and here's the reasons why. The massive institutional owners, if they don't need to ride this completely to the top with all the, or try to time it like a lot of us are. They're going to sell at some point on the way up. The whole thing of it is on the way up. We don't know how high this thing's truly going to go. I think it's going to be a combination of them, whether it's the government, SEC, whatever, DTCC. They're not going to let this thing, and this whole thing, the controlled thing, I think somewhat of this will be controlled. In my opinion, I think all of these Gary Gensler steps, all these rules and regulations falling into play, I think they've known about this for a while, so I don't want to say it's planned or timed or anything like that. I don't know how to play this, you guys, is what I'm getting at. We do not know, and I don't think people are out there telling you, oh yeah, I'm not selling anything till 100. We don't know. There's really, in a play like this, where it's basically confirmed that there's billions of shares out there, and then the whole thing, if these guys truly get liquidated out, and even if insurance has to kick in, remember that insurance is just going to buy. They're not going to care about the price. You're going to see a ton of this on the way up, right? And then all the halts and all that stuff. The ideal thing is you're going to want to catch it on the way down. You're going to know when it starts falling. But in my opinion, you guys, and this is just me, don't take my advice, don't say that I'm saying anything. I have no idea. And that's the God honest truth. I've studied a lot of short squeezes. I went back, I read a lot of DD about it, videos. I broke down the whole or watch anything I could find about the Volkswagen squeeze. I think this is something we've probably never seen. You guys have heard me say this, that this is bigger than we think. And it's not just AMC. It's all of these stocks. If these true liquidations go down, I don't know how it's going to play out. You know, and I know a lot of you guys, that's not kind of giving a half-ass answer. I'd rather be completely honest. I think what we need to do at this point in time, we are going to trust and know who we're listening to. This is not going to be a 1, 2, 3 hour ordeal and then it's over. In my opinion, I think it's probably going to go 3, 4 days up to a week, maybe a week and a half. So maybe 3, 4 days up to 10, 12 days, somewhere in there. We're going to have plenty of time. Nobody panic. Take it easy. I've thought of every scenario under the moon. I even had 2 times this happened to me. I had a wicked dream. They were basically the same dream. I meant to share this with you guys. So this thing starts squeezing, and for whatever reason, I was on Robinhood, right? My stocks were in Robinhood. This is just my dream. So it starts going up, and it's going 1,000, 2,000, back to 500, up to 5,000, down to 2,000, 10,000, and I couldn't find internet connection. So my whole dream was me running house to house to house. For whatever reason, my mobile Wi-Fi wasn't working. I couldn't sell, and I missed the entire squeeze. That's a nightmare. That's not a dream. That's a nightmare. So you guys, you know about, the volatility, the halts, and all that stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not no financial advisor. I'm not no mind reader. I don't know how this is going to play out. I know how a short squeeze will play out. This one, I don't know. I think we're going to have to hop on all of our favorites, YouTubers and all that. And the other thing is institutions, they start dumping those shares. They're going to sell. We all know the institutional ownership by now, especially just touching on this. There's a lot in there. So once they start dumping, it's not going to totally affect the price because remember, they're covering all these billions of synthetics. So you guys, that's all I got to say about that. I don't know. I don't. But I tell you one thing, it is going to be fun as hell. Let me know what you guys think about that too. I know the price thing, the 100K or 500K is the floor. I don't know. I don't know. I've said it 75 times the last 3 minutes. Okay, guys, that's it. We went way too long. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.